Hello, this is Johnny Cycles with CyclesGaming.com. I just wrapped up my league with the Mirror Dragons. I'll post that video soon. I want to just go back to my roots of Gruul, and I'm going to try another Lukka surprise deck and a best of 3 game. So right now we have a way to dig, a couple ways to give haste and dig, no creatures. I'm sure we'll draw something, so we'll keep this. And a little bit of interaction, assuming if we're going to play against an opposing Ragavan deck, for instance. Yeah, the Dimir Dragons deck underperformed, I would say, and feeling pretty fragile after the beatdowns I endured with it. The video will be up soon. Article will be up soon. I'll give it another chance later, but for now, I want to move on to something different, something more fun for me at this point than losing with the Dimir Dragons constantly. So we'll start with an Oath of Nissa, see what we can find. Really, creature or Lukka is what we're looking for. Well, we play more Hierarchs than we do Lukkas, so I think what we want to do is take the Lukka, hopefully not get punished. Next turn we can play Bitter Reunion, discarding a Bitter Reunion to draw 2 cards and hopefully hit a creature that we can exile with Lukka. Amulet Titan appears. Are we fast enough? No, I can't. Let's see. I'm trying to think of how well Lightning Bolt really lines up, and if we'd rather discard this Lightning Bolt to Bitter Reunion so that we could then discard something else to bid it to other Bitter Reunion. I mean, they do get to, if they get to untap. All right, I think we're going to keep the bolt. Oh, we drew another one. Well, of course. Okay, so right now, I'm missing some creatures. Got punished for not discarding the bolt. We'll see what happens, what they play. Some of their enablers definitely can die to bolt, which is good for us, which is why we want to keep it. Now we have 2 bolts, we can kill their Primeval Titan. So no bounce land. Pretty slow start for them. Alright, there's our Hierarch. So we'll play the fetch land, run out the Hierarch, and keep up our Lightning Bolt. Now, so where are we at against what might be an Amulet Titan deck, or it might be some sort of janky Amulet of Vigor deck? Is they're probably going to play a turn 3 Titan. We will attempt to double lightning bolt it to kill it before combat. And then untap, cast Lukka, get an Emrakul, and hope to untap with it to win. I'm not sure it's going to be fast enough. Oh, the One Ring. Very interesting. Well, we got nothing to do in response to that. So we'll go get a Stomping Ground. So now what are we looking at? Well, we can't give, unfortunately, we cannot give our Emrakul haste. But what we can do is play this land. Swing in for 1, hold up the double bolt for the Primeval Titan, assuming that's what's coming down next turn. And then next turn, get cast the Lukka, make the Emrakul, give it haste, and attack. I mean, I don't think we can... oh yeah, they have the One Ring, so there's no point in attacking. They're still on 1 land. I assume they're going to have another land, and they're going to make a lot of mana and get their Primeval Titan. Hopefully they won't have a second Primeval Titan. We'll see what happens. Yeah, I mean, Amulet Titan is such a busted deck that I could see what looks to be like, oh, you know, they got nothing on their board suddenly spiraling into basically a board full of threats that make Emrakul look petty and not even powerful. 9 cards. I mean, if they pass, we'll double bolt them. But who am I kidding? No one's going to pass with 9 cards in hand. They're going to cast a Primeval Titan, I imagine. Dryad instead. Okay. This is how things go horribly, horribly wrong for us. I think we're still going to save our double bolts for the Titan that I'm sure is coming. The question is, will they have a second Titan? With all those cards in hand? There's a good chance the answer is yes. Some of this pack, maybe they only are going to get 1. That's cool. That's cool. Ooh, Cultivator Colossus. Alright. Power and toughness are each equal to the number of lands you control. When it enters the battlefield, you may put a land card from your hand onto the battlefield tapped. If you do, draw a card and repeat the process. So I think what we're going to do is bolt this in response to the trigger. And now if they manage to, they play the Titan, man, that's not going to be good for us. Makes you wonder if they went for the Cultivator Colossus, they probably had the Titan in hand. At this point, I think we can probably just oh man, I guess we could have gone for the Amulet of Vigor with this Beseju. I think we're going to have to just sit through this and wait, because what we can do is, it's a lot of clicking, but I'll save the Beseju. I mean, we could have taken out one of the Vigors, Amulet of Vigors, and it would have helped. However, if they only play a single Titan, we can blow up the land that they get that gives their dude haste before it enters the battlefield. And then hopefully that way stop them from killing us this turn. So there's the Titan. So what we'll do now is, oh God, I hit the wrong land. Ah! You gotta be kidding me right now. I clicked and hit the wrong land. Man, what a punt. Why? That is the exact wrong land I'm supposed to, okay. Well, we will, okay. Interesting. I think we can now yield until the next end step. Man, that's gonna hurt, because now they can give their Titan haste. There's an example of something that would never happen in real life. I would never have Beseju the wrong land. Yeah, they did have another Titan. But would they have been able to give both haste? Do they have a second Slayer Stronghold? Normally these decks only play one. I mean, we can still survive a attack if they manage to not kill us with Valakut triggers, or Valakut triggers, whatever, however you say that word. You got double Valakut, and this will probably be 2 mountains. Do they? And then that's each mountain does 6. Yep. And then attack, get some more mountains, and we're dead. Man, I can't believe that I killed their own land. We'll see what else, other shenanigans they have going on right now. And think about our sideboard plan. So we do have Blood Moon. Blood Moon's only so good, though. They play Viseju for sure. But I think that might be our only tech. And the One Ring. So yeah, I mean, at this point, we can definitely scoop it up. We can't win anyway. Alright, so a little bit of a punt. Obviously, did not want to destroy that land. Would it have mattered after they cast the One Ring? Maybe not. Okay, so let's go Blood Moon. Brotherhood End. And then we have the question, do we get rid of Fable that helps us dig for the hate? Oops. See, so much of this sideboarding, maybe in sideboarding itself is such a art, I guess. Like, am I over sideboarding? Am I going all in on trying to slow them down or stop them by bringing in Blood Moons and Brotherhoods in? I mean, all I will do is create speed bumps for them on their way to victory, as I just don't do anything. Because I can't dig for my pieces with these 6 cards taken out. Or will I draw them right on time, or will they come down and nerf what our opponent's doing, and long enough that I will be able to get the combo together. I mean, Lightning Bolt has been, so maybe we just take out the bolts. It is a good card against some of what they're doing. Bring back in the Fables for digging purposes. Maybe go down to Blood Moon. If we're not going to bring in 4, why do we play 4? For Tron, I guess. Let's try it like that. Amulet Titan, man. Really good deck. Alright, well, we have our pieces. We have turn 1 Mana Dork, turn 2 Haste plus Oath of Nissa, and then into a Lukka. So right now, well, we would love to draw Blood Moon to slow our opponent down long enough for us to get the Lukka online. Because this is basically exactly what we want to see in our opening hand. We have every single combo piece in our opening 7. 3 lands, a way to dig for the 5th to get the Lukka out, or for our Hierarch, or for our Ragavan. Now, speaking of Ragavan, I'm glad our opponent's mulliganing because I can think this through. I was going to go for our Hierarch. If we drew the Ragavan, we could then, well, I guess it wouldn't matter. We would be able to do Ignoble Hierarch to do the Footfall Crater on the Forest, red for the Ragavan, tap it, give it haste, trigger. Okay. So I think we're still going to just play it safe with our mana. Alright, well, if we can't win with this hand on their mold of 5, I'm not sure how competitive this. Granted, Amulet Titans is a busted deck, but still, I'm not sure how competitive this deck is going to be. That One Ring, I think Annihilate probably, whenever it attacks, I don't know, Annihilate target opponent sacrifices. I might have to go check that. But seems like the One Ring is a nice answer to Emrakul as well. Another land. It's not great. So I think what we're going to do is crack this for a forest, thin the deck. Play the Oath, see what we find. Even a Hierarch would be good to help ramp us into it next turn, because that's what we drew. All right, so any order. There goes all of our hate. We've already fetched, so what we'll do here is set up for the long game. We're going to have a turn 3 Lukka. What we really need is a 0 mana way of giving something haste for the turn 3 kill. Right now we're setting up for a turn 3 Lukka into an Emrakul, while our opponent, who knows what they're going to be doing by their turn 3. I mean, it could be something absurd. What kind of hate would they have against the resolved Emrakul? I'm not even sure. Oh, defense grade. Yeah, this is the new hotness. So I played against someone, Mistaken69. He's on Twitch. Pretty good guy. Nice. I mean, I don't know. He seems like a really nice guy. Fun to play against. Friendly. All he plays is Amulet Titan. And that's what he had, like, that's the new tech, I guess, in Amulet Titan is defense grid. All right, so what is it that, ooh, a Blood Moon. So what we can do here, that gives us something to do. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to cast the Blood Moon, swing in for 2, hope the Blood Moon buys us the turn, and then attack with a hasty Emrakul. Blood Moon costs 3, each spell that costs 3 more to cast except during its controller's turn. Yeah, that doesn't even do anything really against us, so that's cool. That's cool. So this should force our opponent to at least take a turn off to answer it. All right. And the next turn we should be able to swing in for the kill, assuming they don't get up to anything like, let's say, I was going to say Ensnaring Bridge, but I can't imagine why an Amulet Titan deck would be playing an Ensnaring Bridge. That's a non-bow with that too. Oh, there goes a package and my dog. Who is that? I mean, if I was them, I'd be fetching up a Paseju, but little do they know that their life is soon to be over. Oh, they got a forest. OP has no idea what's about to hit them, I don't think. I wonder what they think I'm playing at this point. All right, so I like how when this happens, I'm just quiet when I should just be going, yes, destruction. P refusing to scoop. Good for them. Going down to 2. Do they have a 1 mana answer to my Emrakul? I just watch it silently. I guess I'm still in disbelief. Like, is it going to work? Will I get there? Oh man, it's a beautiful thing. I went out full OP salty over this. What's the hold up, you're dead. What could you have in your deck? It's probably just reading the card to make sure it's not exiled at the end of the turn. And it's not. It gets to stay on the battlefield. And then this is just how we drew it up, right? When we brought in the Blood Moons. We had the combo in our hand, and he scoops it up. The flawless victory! Now I can be happy and excited about it. Just how we drew it up. The combo was in our hand. We hit the lands and we hit the Blood Moon just in time to ensure that our opponent couldn't do anything and just win on their turn 3 to give us the hasty Emrakul. And it is a flawless victory against Amulet Titan, one of the best decks in the format. I love it. That is exactly how we drew it up. I'll be right back. All right, got the package that my dog alerted me to. Okay, I think we just run this back. I mean, it's possible they know what we're up to now that we want to bring in the Ulamog. If they play Surgical Extraction, for instance, in their sideboard, which I have no idea if they do, or if they have any sort of other shenanigans that they could bring in against us. Ulamog does not win us the game, however. So I think we're just going to run it back and learn the hard way. Man, I will always have game 2. Flawless victory. All right, so this is the example of when I thought about bringing the Blood Moons, right? Here we do not have our combo pieces. We have a couple, right? We have the way to give haste and we have a creature, but we don't have any ramp. Is a turn 3 Blood Moon fast enough against Amulet Titan? Because that's what we're looking at right now. We could theoretically, well, I guess we can get it out on turn 2 if we can get a hit in with Ragavan, but the way Amulet Titan runs is just, well. Okay. Their turn 2. See, did they mull again? They mulled the 6, so they probably have the Amulet. Oh man, I don't know. It's so hard to decide, but we'll try it. That's why we play the games. I don't have time to play a bunch of these games on my own before I make a video, so you're learning with me. They're mulling the 5. Maybe things will get better for us. So we're looking at a turn 1 Ragavan, swing in, and on turn 2, and then a turn 2. There's the mulligan for the Amulet. Is it going to be, will we be fast enough with a turn? Theoretically. Oh man, now we could definitely get a turn 2 Blood Moon out. So the Ragavan doesn't, they could easily put some, like the Legion of Dryad Grove out to block a Ragavan and would not guarantee us a turn 2 Blood Moon. And I'm pretty sure the only way we're going to have a chance in this matchup is to have a Blood Moon down. Will they be able to get a turn 2 Amulet, or a turn 2 Primeval Titan? Is it even possible with the basic forest out? There's also a good chance our turn 2 Blood Moon will get destroyed, but that's why we have a second Blood Moon. Will they have an answer for 2 Blood Moons in there on their mull to 5? Second Amulet. That is one way of getting a turn, having a chance at a Primeval Titan. So then they're going to get the 4 mana. We just have 6 through this. See what they can do with 4 mana. I don't think the math is there, even if they play the Elysian Grove. Yeah, now they can play another land and get back up to 5 mana. See, this is why we play the Noble Hierarch, right? Because now they have a blocker. Ooh, they play the Passaggio. Does that mean they're going to be able to go off next turn? Anyway, we didn't want to rely on the Ragavan hit to get us a treasure to cast a turn 2 Blood Moon for this very reason. But, you know, their 1 card in hand is a Gruul Turf. Will we be able to dodge removal long enough for these Blood Moon, with the Blood Moon out, to draw into our combo? That is the question. So we also need to hit lands and a Lukka. All right, another way to dig is always welcome. So their turn is taking forever. Let's run out our Blood Moon. Hope they don't hit anything good, because right now they have a land in hand that is a basic mountain, and they have 1 card that we don't know about. Let's just get lucky once, deck. That's the Gruul Turf we know about. Ooh, another one. Now they can just go on Dryad of Elysian Grove beats, apparently. That's a real thing. Let's see if they get in there. Yep. All right. So right now we're going to go digging. Zero cards in hand. Let's see what they're... Opponent lagging, playing aside. I never understand why. Sometimes it's the computer's fault, right? My wife's computer that I would play on for a long time would just lag and lag and lag. All right, so that's a good draw. We have our basic forest, which... So I think we're going to play this, play the land, cast a Bitter Union, discarding the... Could just discard the Ragavan. I mean, at this point, it's a dead card. We could dash it in next turn if we have nothing else to do after when they decide to swing out. Yeah, I think our goal here is just to dig for our answers as fast as possible. All right, well, we could Passaggio one of the amulets, assuming they find an answer. That would slow them down. I think we're going to just Oath for now, though. See if we can find a Lukka. There's our Lukka. So now we played our land. I think what we're going to do is next turn play Lukka, get the Emrakul down. Hopefully they don't hit a 1-ring or something. Ooh, just a land. Down to 12. Down to 8. course, I'll be able to block with my Big Mama Emrakul. Just don't, I mean, yeah, they may be able to. At this point, I just don't think there's any out for them. This is an enchantment. I could even Besage it away. When I go to it, they have one card, one draw. When I attack, they're going to have to blow up most of their board, and I'll still be at theoretically 10, even if they double attack. And this, remember, it costs 1 to sacrifice. I don't have the 1. OP probably stewing over there, but they've been kind of a slow player this match, or this game. So if they draw an answer for the Blood Moon, they will be out of cards. So the One Ring would be their best draw. Let me just, I guess I'll wait to see what they do before I go Google. Oh, they just drew a land, so they're hoping to keep enough permanents after I attack with my Emrakul that they can somehow rebuild, but I just don't know how that's possible, to be honest. Oh, the jank might get there. Oh, it's such a beautiful thing right now. It's not going to be a flawless victory, but then we can even dig for, what we'll do is we'll dig for some more, what did I hit? A bunch of lands. We can dig for some more hierarchs to cast. Okay. If opponent wants to not scoop, that is okay with me. I will also play it out to the best of my ability. We'll hold up this Besage. See what they leave after the Annihilator trigger. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 permanents. They'll have 3. If I was them, I would leave